Sanvarani guys, hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for taking this time to be with me and to listen to what I have to say, as this is my first video. So namhlanje, what we're going to do is just a get to know me video. What is she about, and that sort of stuff before we get into the content of this YouTube channel. So so my name is Sipesihle Snentokozo Dlamini. I am a born-again child of God, raised in KZN, born in KZN, Mduba to be precise. I have three brothers, Unjabulo being my older brother. I've got Luyanda and Apelele, who are my younger brothers. I was raised by both my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dlamini, who are pastors. So I'm a PK! I'm raised by pastors, and they're also full-time employed. My dad is a principal and my mom is HOD at two different primary schools in KZN. So I was born in Duba, but I was raised in Verulam, a little town called Parkgate. So I went to Parkgate Primary School. I went to Verulam Secondary School until grade 10. After that, I moved to Pinetown, where I went to Pinetown Girls High School, where I matriculated in 2009. Okay, so growing up, I was raised in a family that is very Bible-based, Bible principle and Bible value-based. I mean, like I said, my parents are pastors. I grew up in an environment where love and support and encouragement and Indugu was definitely the order of the day. My parents were very, very strict, and they still are. I mean, obviously now that we've grown up, they're a bit more relaxed, and they are engaging. They listen to our minds and how we think compared to how they think, or compared to how they raised us. So I'm very fortunate to come from a family where the dynamics of my family are absolutely amazing, and I'm pretty grateful for that. And then after matric, I moved to Johannesburg, University of Johannesburg, to study a BCom in accounting. I did that for 3 years. And during my varsity years, I did a lot of things on campus. So I was involved at the day house, which is more like your resident committee leadership type of vibe. I was involved there. At some point I was the treasurer. At some point I was the social committee head or something along those lines. So I was very involved, where we did a lot of community work. We did a lot of mentoring amongst ourselves, and as we progress in our varsity years, we would obviously monitor and mentor those who are coming into the system. So that was really great. That is where I learned or I expanded my leadership abilities, because also in high school I was exposed, prefect, class monitor, you know how it goes. I was that girl. I also did campus radio for 2 years, and that was an amazing time of my life. That time of my life taught me how to hustle, taught me how to get things done. It taught me how to make a plan, because I remember, so when you start with campus radio, you start on the graveyard slot. Most you start 12 midnight to 3 a.m. You don't just So started on graveyard slot, and I remember I was on the main campus and the radio station was on another campus. So I would take the 10 p.m. bus, which was the last bus for the day. I would chill, either study, read, do my assignments in the studio while waiting for my midnight slot to kick in. Then I would do my show for 3 hours. Great experience. After that, I would either sleep on the couch or under the desk, wherever, because I really didn't have anyone to take me back to where I stayed, which was closer to the main campus. So yeah, I would just like chill for another 3 hours. Sometimes I would go to my friend's place, but then again I would have to walk there. So after that, I would then catch the 6 a.m. bus, which is the first bus for the day, back to the main campus. then walk to where I lived. I lived in a commune at the time. Take a shower, sleep more if I don't have an early class, but if I have an early class, I would then take a shower, have my breakfast, and then walk back to campus. So I really enjoyed my varsity years. I had the time of my life. I also played volleyball at some point throughout varsity, and also in high school I played a lot of volleyball. And yeah, so varsity was a vibe. I was that girl who sort of like balanced her life, Miss Goody Two Shoes sometimes. So we sort of had to find a balance of extramurals and academics, and I think that was a great time of my life. Fast forward, started working, and yeah, that's how I ended up here, I guess. All those years later, I'm now a professional. I'm an auditor, which is what I do on a day-to-day, but I still do a lot of community engagements. I still do a lot of mentorships. I still do a lot of physical activities. So now I'm like on a journey to becoming your next fitness bunny. Okay, so I used to be a very chubby child, and I was overweight for most of my teenage years and early adulthood. So yeah, so I'm on a journey of toning, strength building. So that is some of the stuff that I'm going to be sharing and talking about on this channel. So excited about that. I also love cooking. Some of my hobbies, it's cooking, shopping, obviously, traveling. Oh my gosh, I love traveling. I love traveling. It's such a bummer though that we can't travel right now, but we'll continue posting our throwback Thursdays and our take me back, hashtag take me back. So I'm really looking forward to traveling again. Wow. Yeah, anyway, love traveling, love anything that has to do with talking, love public speaking. I didn't do a lot of debating in high school because I think I have a bit of a temper. I sort of get annoyed when I'm losing the argument, but I still do a lot of public speaking. I do a lot of emceeing. I do a lot of training and facilitating within my workspace because I have a passion for teaching and imparting knowledge. I'm a strong believer that everybody has the ability to learn. It's just that not everybody is fortunate enough to have someone who teaches them in a manner that makes sense for them or to them. So I love interacting with trainee accountants. I love interacting with fellow professionals within the organization and outside the organization. And yeah, so that is a bit about myself. Where do I see myself in future? I guess being great. Being great and doing more of the things that I love on a bigger scale. I see myself on world stages, talking, driving conversations, driving dialogue, and that sort of stuff. Okay, cool. So that is just a bit about who I am. About the channel, what you can expect is a lot of fitness talk, a lot of tips of how I've evolved over the years in terms of my weight loss journey, my fitness journey, and where I am going. In that regard, we're going to be cooking sometimes, sharing recipes, how to sort of like incorporate your faves and the good stuff, because I used to be that girl that used to like eat everything, and now I've become very conscious of what I put into my mouth and that sort of stuff. We'll also be talking a lot about faith and how do we navigate through life from a spiritual point of view, because I believe everything in life is spiritual. So yes, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys are going to stick with me throughout this journey. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. I would really appreciate it. And if you have subscribed, thank you once more. Like, comment, let me know if there's anything you'd like me to cover. Visit my social media pages. Let me know. Let's keep the conversation going, because this is like a community. I want everybody to be a part of the family, and I want us to grow and just flourish. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next